Hi, my name is Brittany and I'm 23 years old and I'm starting a hobby YouTube channel. I have a full-time job. I just always liked the idea of kind of documenting life, but not in a kind of fabricated way. So that's ideally what I'm going to be doing. I have a house with my partner. We live in the wonderful Midwest. And we have 2 fur baby dogs and a fur baby cat. You'll see them in the video. They're crazy. They currently run my life while my partner's away at schooling. So, yep, little chat, little get to know me kind of video with a somewhat after work routine. I drove home on my lunch and I worked for an hour and a half from home. So, yeah. If any of that sounds interesting, feel free to continue watching, continue chatting, and let's get into it. So I guess one of my main motivations for kind of wanting to make this video was that I missed old YouTube, if that makes sense. And I mean the old YouTube without videos that were more specifically curated to any sort of feed. The YouTube that had the most basic algorithms that were, this is the new video, show it to people. And not that it's wrong or bad by any means, it's just different from me. And now we have whole fridge restocks from big retailers where people spend $1,000 a month. And we have cleaning videos where the house already seems to be really clean and honestly sometimes kind of sterile, but everyone's cleaning again. And kitchens that are white and open and airy and have nothing on the counters at all. And I don't know about you, but I like my toaster oven that works and that isn't super aesthetic and is going to last me. And I like it on the counter because I think it'd be a really big pain in the butt to have to pull it out of the cabinet just to toast a bagel. And I guess what I'm saying is I miss when YouTube kind of just showed the average lifestyle in videos more. And this isn't to say that I don't have these things so they're wrong, because that's definitely not my message. I don't live on a Pinterest board, and most people don't, and that's fine, and that's good. And there seems to be this pressure to do just that, to live this aesthetic, to have that 4 a.m. morning routine where you go to the gym before you go to work and you get ready and you do all of these things before your day even starts. And again, if that's your morning routine and that is what works for you, then that's perfectly fine. And I'm happy for you and I'm glad that you found something that works for you. But that's just not me. As you can see, my kitchen isn't white. My kitchen is the old dated oak. And I have old dated cabinets. And some of my appliances have to be replaced because they're also old and dated. My floors were DIY'd by a previous homeowner, and we didn't build our home specifically to our standards. We bought one. And we don't have the newest and greatest thing. But all of these things are pretty standard in a lot of homes, like having the old appliances and buying a home instead of building one, because that costs a lot of money. And sometimes a lot more money than people can allot. And nothing is wrong with that. So, my kitchen isn't the most modern, and I'm not updating it anytime soon. My Facebook Marketplace table is too big for our space, but it's a table and it works fine, and I can sit and I can have a meal with my girlfriend, and we can play board games, and we can host people, so it works for now. And if you can't tell, my clothes don't match, and I don't have an outfit for every occasion, and I just make what I have work. And that's perfectly fine, and that works for me. I want to see more normalcy on YouTube. More realistic clean with me's where sinks are full of dishes and mail has piled up and people can't stay on top of things all the time because life just gets in the way. where people don't have 9 Stanley Cups to use and do a Stanley Cup clean with me video. And they just use a normal shaped glass or an old to-go bottle or just a normal plastic water bottle because, hey, if that's what works for you and that's what you need to do at this point in your life, then that is what works. Where your life and my life don't have to fit into this box of an aesthetic, and where people are comfortable being where they are with what they have. And for a while, I felt this pressure to dress to follow this certain aesthetic that I thought fit my life at the time. I wanted to be a minimalist and to have that minimalist wardrobe, so my clothes had to be grayscale. So for a while, I only wanted things that were black. I only wanted shirts that were black, and I only wanted pants that were black. But black isn't me. I'm goofy, and I'm crazy, and I'm weird. And sometimes not in the good, quirky weird, if that's even a good way. But I'm just weird. But all black clothes isn't me. And then I got my first big girl job and suddenly wanted to wear wide leg dress pants and those cute tucked in turtlenecks that you see on the cover photos of people's videos because they look put together. And I wanted to have that. I wanted to feel put together. I wanted to look put together. I wanted to play the part. Just to start working to find out that wasn't even my employer's dress code. And half the time for the job that I do, I'm in the field, so it's not even realistic for me to be wearing dress pants and cute shoes when I go to a site, I have to put on my steel-toed boots. So it's not even realistic for me at all. But so I felt this pressure to try and make my life emulate this Pinterest board. And I had made boards for like the corporate girly, and I wanted to look a certain way and pack my lunches and eat a certain way and feel a certain way. And that just didn't really do it for me. It didn't work for me. So now I'm trying to slow down. And my lifestyle revolves around my little community that my girlfriend and I have made for ourselves here in the Midwest, and our fur babies, and my relationship with not only my partner, but also our home and our values. And I'm trying to slow down and be more gentle with myself because this is the reality for me and for a lot of people. And that is normal. And my life is messy, and I don't do my dishes right away. And I can't keep my office desk clean. I let the hair stay stuck on the shower wall for just a little too long. My one dog is an absolute meanie to everyone, and he hates everyone. And the other one is a lover, but she eats poop, so there's a trade-off. I need to buy Premier protein shakes just to get my protein in because I don't have the motivation to meal prep or the time, and that's just not me. I don't have a cleaning routine or a schedule to mow my lawn, and I don't have a perfect morning routine, so half the time I have to eat my microwave breakfast burrito in the car on the way to work. And this is my normal, and it's not perfect, and it's not aesthetic, and I don't have the new Amazon gadget or the white kitchen, but what's more important to me is having this life that I have that's full of love and just full of life. So that's what I'm trying to prioritize and just focus on what I have. Thanks for sticking around to the end of my first video. If anything I talked about in this video kind of stood out to you or you can relate to, feel free to stick around. I'm gonna try my best to post once a week with content surrounding just my daily life. So getting my house in order, probably repeatedly, maybe some cooking, some yard work, DIYs that I have on my to-do list, but you can bet on seeing more content of the fur babies. I have one on my lap, one on the ground, one on the wall. I want to do some more vlog style videos because I think those are some of the most fun to film and just some of the most authentic, and I enjoy authenticity if you couldn't tell. But feel free to comment what you would like to see more of in the future. I would love to hear about what your normal is and what works for you and what little nuances that you have in your daily life that just makes sense in your situation. I would love to hear that. I hope you have a wonderful day wherever you are, and I hope that you're able to slow down a bit this week and just decompress. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and thanks for watching. I'll see you later.